just mind blowing. I mean, compared to practically all other drugs, it's just so heavy on the body, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So like that sort of thing was just obviously with the ketamine, it wasn't like the bladder things came like afterwards, but like I think I might be wrong here, but I was one of the earlier ones to have like even like K cramps and things. I remember I think we'd been to someone's caravan and we'd come back and we'd been there all weekend like sniffing cat and all that sort of thing. I think we'd been to a party as well, and I remember coming down to the post office car park and I didn't know what they were, and these most horrendous like cramps. Just my chest was just like completely tight. I couldn't breathe. I was like sweating. I was literally on the post office car park in like a fetal position, just like writhing in pain. And we couldn't really work out what it was. And that was like the first time I ever had it. And that was just like one of so many times it would come on. And like loads of people, like everyone's had them that we know, to be fair, don't they? Such a painful thing when you get the full on cramps. And then what most people do is when you have got the cramps, you'll sniff some more kit to try and relieve some of the pain. And you just in this little circle, just sniffing more kit and having more pain. So that's one of the things. And then after the bladder thing, that was a thing that probably it might even stay with me for the rest of my life. I don't really know. You know, my bladder situation is miles better, but like at one point I was living at my mum's. I was like just literally. Wow, I was pissing in a pot next to my bed. I couldn't hold my bladder, you know, and I'm like going to the hospital and I literally couldn't like pass urine, and I'm like, what I am passing is like blood clots and just in the most agonizing pain through it. And I eventually had my bladder. How many treatments did I have? One definite one. So I had my bladder pumped out. So I think they put a catheter up and pumped my bladder out with some sort of antibiotics and that sort of thing. And yeah, I was even that bad. I would even like take some cat into hospital with me, which sounds mental. I'll take cat in their hospital with me, and I'd be cushioning up on my bed, just because I felt like I needed it. And I didn't need it, but I felt like it. And I'm in there because of that. I'm getting treatment, and I'm still acting like an idiot and doing that. So I just couldn't say no at all. Very addictive personality.
So that's the the lunacy of addiction. Like it's just insanity, isn't it? I mean, I
don't even question it. Like I wouldn't even think.
No, I remember. Well, you know, I've done exactly the same thing. I mean, it's just like every aspect of life, you need to use it at all times. It's not like there's an event where you don't use it because you have to. Well, you know, you have to be on it all day. It's like if you wake up and you don't already have it, it's a nightmare, isn't it? I mean, you go into sleep and I remember I'd like flush it down the toilet because I'd be so sick of it because I wanted to sniff it all before I went to bed.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to wake up in the morning and you're just like, I need it again, and then you'd have to, go on some the lengths that you'd go to, and the lies that you'll tell to get it again, and it'd be at work and just make up something or. Take a car for a test drive off my dad's forecourt and go and get it. Sorry, Dad, I don't know if you're going to hear all these things now. But yeah, and you just, the bullshit and, and the money it costs and, oh my God. Yeah, it's just, it's vicious.
Yeah, the money's obviously a big thing as well. Like, obviously if you think about what you could have spent that money on kind of thing, but like, I was fed about there's some boys out there doing a few gram a day, and I think towards the end I was probably on about a gram a day, something like that, which is still quite a lot considering it's in your system all the time. That's all I could pretty much afford. I was in debt, because of it. I would just get like payday loans just to get it, and I think my outgoings are like £1,000 a month just for these payday loans, and then obviously I have to live for the next month. So I was getting more payday lones. It was just a bloody nightmare. Like,